Income is a trap because it convinces people they are progressing while quietly locking them into a system designed to keep them dependent. From the outside, a higher salary looks like success, but underneath it is often just a more expensive cage. People chase raises, promotions, and bonuses, believing each step brings freedom, yet every step usually brings bigger bills, higher expectations, and less room to breathe. Income rewards obedience, consistency, and predictability, while wealth rewards ownership, leverage, and patience. That difference changes everything. When your life depends on a paycheck, your decisions shrink. You tolerate environments you hate, people who drain you, and routines that kill your creativity because the income must continue. This is not accidental. Modern systems are built to train people to optimize for income, not independence. Schools teach compliance, jobs reward specialization, and society praises stability, all while quietly discouraging ownership and long-term thinking. Wealth works very differently because it is not about how hard you work, but about how smart your structures are. Wealth grows when you separate time from money and allow systems to earn without your constant presence. Income demands your hours, your energy, and your attention every single day. Miss a day and the money stops. Wealth keeps working even when you are absent, tired, or focused elsewhere. That is why the wealthy obsess over assets while everyone else obsesses over paychecks. Assets are not just businesses or stocks. They are anything that produces value repeatedly without proportional effort. The tragedy is that most people are capable of building assets but never do because income thinking feels safer. A paycheck feels guaranteed, while ownership feels risky, even though history proves the opposite. Jobs disappear, industries collapse, and skills become obsolete, yet people still believe income is security. Wealth thinkers understand that true security comes from control, not permission. Control over systems, over distribution, over decisions, and over time. Income gives you none of that. It gives you temporary comfort in exchange for long-term dependency. This is why two people can earn the same amount and live completely different financial lives. One uses income to buy comfort, the other uses income to buy leverage. One upgrades lifestyle, the other upgrades position. Over years, the gap becomes massive. Wealth compounds quietly because it builds momentum. Income resets every pay cycle. No matter how much you earn, you start again next month. Wealth carries yesterday's effort into tomorrow. This is why rich people think long-term while income-focused people think short-term. When your survival depends on monthly cash, you cannot afford to think 10 years ahead. You optimize for relief, not dominance. Wealth requires delayed gratification, which feels uncomfortable to those addicted to immediate rewards. Income trains people to trade potential for certainty. Wealth requires embracing uncertainty intelligently. Another uncomfortable truth is that income often rewards being replaceable. You are paid for a function, not for ownership of outcomes. If someone else can perform that function, your value drops. Wealth is built by owning outcomes, not performing tasks. That is why creators, founders, and investors can earn disproportionate rewards. They are not paid for time, they are paid for results, reach, or risk. Income culture teaches people to perfect skills, but wealth culture teaches people to build platforms. Skills alone cap your upside. Platforms multiply it. This is why the internet created so many new wealthy individuals. It allowed leverage at a scale never seen before. One piece of content, one product, one system can reach millions without additional labor. Income thinking looks at that and sees luck. Wealth thinking sees structure. The mindset difference is brutal. Income thinkers ask how much they get paid. Wealth thinkers ask how much they keep, how much they control, and how much it can grow. Income feels productive, which is why it is seductive. You are busy, tired, and rewarded, but busyness is not progress. Wealth often looks slow at first because it prioritizes foundations. The early stages feel boring, uncertain, and unrewarded. That is why most people quit. They cannot tolerate being unseen. Income gives immediate validation. Wealth delays recognition. Psychologically, income satisfies the ego, wealth challenges it. Building wealth requires saying no to things that look successful on the surface. It requires resisting lifestyle inflation and ignoring social pressure. Income makes you look rich. Wealth makes you free. There is a reason many high earners are broke. Their income never turned into systems. They built a lifestyle, not an engine. When income stops, everything collapses. Wealth builders design for resilience. They expect volatility and plan accordingly. They diversify income sources, automate operations, and reinvest aggressively. They understand that money is not the goal, autonomy is. Income often increases stress because expectations rise faster than freedom. Wealth reduces stress because optionality expands. You can walk away, renegotiate, or pivot. That power changes how the world treats you. People with income seek approval. People with wealth set terms. The difference is not morale, it is structural. One is dependent, the other is sovereign. The shift from income to wealth also changes how people view failure. Because when income is the goal, failure feels personal and dangerous. But when wealth is the objective, failure becomes data. Wealth builders expect experiments to fail and design their lives so no single failure can destroy them. This mindset allows them to take smarter risks repeatedly, while income-focused individuals avoid risk until opportunity passes. Over time, the compounding effect of small, intelligent risks creates massive separation. Another overlooked element is environment. Income thinkers place themselves where effort is rewarded. Wealth thinkers place themselves where leverage is rewarded. One environment praises hard work, the other rewards smart positioning. This is why proximity to opportunity matters more than intensity of effort. Wealthy individuals intentionally surround themselves with people who think in systems, ownership, and long-term value, because mindset is contagious and perspective shapes decisions. Income thinking narrows vision to survival. Wealth thinking expands vision to creation. Creation requires imagination, patience, and courage, qualities that are difficult to maintain when every decision is driven by immediate financial pressure. By reducing dependence on income and increasing reliance on assets, systems, and leverage, pressure decreases and creativity increases. This creates a feedback loop where better ideas lead to better structures, which lead to more freedom, which leads to even better thinking. At that point, wealth stops feeling like a goal and starts feeling like a natural outcome of how you operate. The real difference is not how much money you make, but how money behaves in your life, whether it controls your choices or amplifies them, whether it traps you in routines or unlocks possibilities, and that distinction defines everything.